guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have top 10 advice on how to become a professional dancer and how to move within the dance community to have the best possible professional dance career. First of all, I just wanted to say that I have been dancing for 20 years, and basically the first 10 years I spent on just practicing, and after that I started working professionally with dancing, music videos, musicals, theater, all types of different things. So today I would really love to give some of my advice to you guys. I hope that you can use it, and I hope that this is something that, yeah, you can use basically. So number one, as basic as it might sound, but practice. Practice is the number one on the list because there will be no dance career if you don't practice. It's very important to practice daily, especially if you're new, if you just started, or even if you have 10, 15, 20 years in the game. At least an hour a day. It's very, very important to practice. It's very important to spend as much time on your craft as possible, because at the end of the day, that is what's gonna lead you to having a professional career. So that's number one. Number two is be on time. Show professionalism. When I was young, 14, and I just started getting bookings, I'm not gonna lie, I was late a few times, and it cost me some relationships with choreographers in the game because that shows a lack of professionalism. I know it sounds like a super simple thing, but honestly, in the dance world, professionalism is so important, because that's what's gonna separate you from a lot of other dancers. Because there is a lot of amazing dancers in the world, but it's the ones that are professional, that show up on time, that behave professionally and calm, take advice, and just do your job, no questions asked, and just remain professional. Number three is live a healthy lifestyle. And I want to really, that's very important. It's very important to live a healthy lifestyle, because your body is your tool. Your body is what you have to spend a lot of years on, and it's very important that you keep it healthy, you keep it going, you eat healthy, try not to smoke a lot, try not to drink a lot. I will say that dancing is the one dance style, or the one sport, if you want to call it that, in the world where people have very different lifestyles. Because, for example, if you are from the hip-hop culture, you know that there's a lot of partying. It comes from the party scene, so of course there's parties and drinking and smoking and all of that involved, and it is just very important to remain healthy, because your body is your number one tool, and that's what you want to spend all your energy on. Number four, how to have good relationships within the dance community. It is very important that you know how to talk to people, that you communicate, that you mingle. When you go to dance events, you build relationships with these people, and you get a sense of understanding with these people. Don't be scared to reach out to choreographers that you think are amazing and that you would want to work with. Don't be scared to reach out to dancers that you want to learn from. Relationships, I would say, is very important in the dance scene, because in the dance scene it is very small. A lot of people know each other, and it's very important that you keep your relationships good with all the people in the scene, because that is ultimately what will get you booked for many jobs. Because there's many jobs where there's no auditions involved, where choreographers will just book the people that they know straight off their head that they like. And if you're one of those people, it's gonna be easier for you to get booked and have a healthy living within the dance community. So keep your relationships good. Number five, focus. Because dancing is such a creative world and such a different lifestyle than a lot of other people, it can have a lot of distractions, because coming up, a lot of people is not gonna ultimately understand why you choose that path. It is a hard path, it is a different path, and you're gonna stand out. And it's very important that you stay focused on your journey, and that you don't get distracted from other people's opinions about if you should do it, if you shouldn't do it, because at the end of the day, people will only understand things when they see them. So they might not understand when you're practicing for 10 years and you're not making any money out of it, they're gonna be like, okay, are you ever gonna make money? But the day they're gonna see you make a living and make money, they're gonna understand. So stay focused on your path. Don't get distracted by other people's opinions. Very important. Number 6 of my advice is do not say no to free jobs in the beginning. And with that said, of course, at a certain point you have to charge, and I would say always charge. But when you're first coming up and you get offered certain, maybe to be in a music video or to be in somebody's concept dance video, I wouldn't say no to these opportunities just because you won't get paid for them, because sometimes the free jobs are the ones that get you exposure, or the ones that get you in rooms with certain people that you want to get in rooms with. And honestly, most of the stuff that I did for free is the things that led me to the next level. So I would definitely say, do not be money hungry in the beginning. Do not turn down important, good jobs just because they're free. Of course, if the job has nothing to offer, if it's some random person from the street that asks to film you and you know you're not gonna get anything out of it, there's no exposure involved, there's no anything involved, then no, obviously. But if you can tell, okay, this is maybe an opportunity where I'm gonna meet some people and I'm gonna be in some rooms, maybe with some brands or choreographers or etc., I would say yes to those opportunities. Number 7. Number 7 on my list is create your own stuff. So I know that it is really difficult to just completely trust in your own creative vision and go for it, but this is ultimately what's gonna separate you from the pack, is that you're not scared to express yourself, you're not scared to create your own, whether if it's concept dance videos, whether if it's your own choreography, it's your own looks with the dance, whatever that can be about. Do not be scared to create your own, and do not be scared of people not understanding it, because all artists are not understood in the beginning. So please create your own stuff and don't get too accustomed to always be somebody else's booking, if that makes sense. So the many first years of my life, I was very dependent on other people booking me for jobs. And then throughout the years, I created a lane for myself because I wasn't scared to do what I love to do. And that created my own lane, which ultimately made me my own boss. And it's great to have both. It's great to both be booked from whatever it can be, commercials and whatever, but also create your own stuff, have your creativity alive, have fun with it, you know, create whatever you think is cool. Maybe it's gonna get 1 million views, maybe it doesn't. That's not what is important. What is important is that you are creating your own things, and your creativity is being held alive, and it is something you have fun doing. Number 8 on my list is do not be afraid to take chances. So it kind of goes back to not saying no to free gigs. But when I mean do not be scared to take chances, is if you see there's an audition for a show you think it's really cool, but the audition is in London and you live in Paris, do not be scared to book that flight and go there and take that audition. Even though you might not get the job, it's experience, and that is what's mostly important when you're just coming up and you're learning within the community, is experience. You want to get as much experience as possible. So don't be scared to take chances. Don't be scared to travel to different things. I have gone to millions of auditions in Paris and London, and I never booked the job, but what I got was experience, and what I got was more relations with more people that now I still this day 10 years later talk to. So you never know, again, what that opportunity might bring with you. And yeah, please do not be scared to take chances. If you're very much used to doing choreography, but you want to do a battle, do the battle. If you're very much doing freestyle, but you're kind of scared of choreography, take those choreography classes. Don't be scared to look stupid. Don't be scared to not be good enough. Don't be scared. Just jump into it. That's the best way I can say it, because dancing is a lifestyle where chances has to be taken. If you don't take these chances, you will forever be in your box. You will never be seen, you will never be heard, and yeah, you will not make a living for yourself. But if you are not scared to take these chances, it can bring you to amazing places. Number 9 on the list is learn everything you can. So it is very important as a dancer to be as versatile as possible. I think that you should have your main focus, which is maybe one style of dance, but do not be scared to learn all styles of dances. Sometimes you might get into a gig. Wow, that was really loud. Okay, sorry. Don't be as scared to learn every single thing you can. Don't be scared to take Afro classes, house classes, locking, house, popping, whacking, voguing, breaking, floor work, experimental, ballet, contemporary. Don't be scared to just take all these different classes, learn from the OGs in the community, learn from the mentors, the older people that have been in this longer than you, so you know they can teach you a lot of things that you don't know. And also, when I mean learn everything you can, learn your knowledge, you learn your history, learn where these dances are coming from, learn who made these dances, learn the history of the culture. It's very important that you learn the history of the culture, because it is a culture that we benefit off of and that we make money off of, and it is a culture. So it's very important to learn your history, and it's very important to learn all the basics. If you want to dance hip-hop, learn the basics of hip-hop. If you want to learn house, learn the basics of house. It's very important to learn your basics and to learn everything as much as you can. Number 10 is, like most stuff in the world, stay consistent. If you want your videos to go viral, if you want to get bookings, if you want to go to these auditions, stay consistent. Don't have 6 months where you don't do anything. It's very important. Stay consistent, stay on your grind, stay on your toes. Because as a dancer, you never know what's next. You never know what next month's paycheck is gonna be like. And how you stay on top of that is by staying consistent. It's by every single morning you wake up, you figure out, okay, let me reach out to this choreographer because I really like what he does, and maybe one day he might use, I a million times just wrote email to different people I thought was really cool and inspiring, and I just said, hey, just so you know, I love what you do and I'm super down to be a part of it if you ever would need me. It doesn't hurt anything. This is not something that is gonna make people be like, oh, why is she writing me? This is just gonna show that you're super motivated and dedicated and you're super into what they do. And sometimes even the biggest choreographers in the world love to hear that you like their work. So it's very important to stay consistent, stay on top of everything that you're doing, reach out, post, take classes, whatever is you want to do, but stay consistent within what you want to do. And yeah, that kind of concludes my 10 advice, and I really hope that this is helpful for some of you guys. I'm always very interested in helping up and coming dancers. If you want to reach out to me on my Instagram, if you have questions, if there's anything about this that you found interesting or you want to know more about, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I always want to help the new generation, because this is stuff that I wish somebody told me when I was 14. So even though you're 25 but you're just coming into this is definitely advice that's gonna help you. So yeah, I hope you liked it. See you for the next one. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, everything. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one.